On February 24 of this year, Russia declared war on Ukraine, the European Union and the whole world. About the war, countless world-famous newspapers put various headlines on their front pages: The New York Times, The Wall Street Journal and many more. In them a certain Volodymyr Zelenskyi was mentioned. But who is he? Volodymyr Zelenskyi is the sixth president since Ukraine's independence from the Soviet Union. He became president in May 2019, sweeping the elections against Petro Poroshenko with an overwhelming majority of 73%. But how did Volodymyr Zelenskyi achieve such an absolute majority? Well, we have to go back a few years. In Ukraine, he was already famous. He was probably the most important comedian in the country. In 2015, Volodymyr Zelenskyi released Servant of the People. The main character is Vasil Petrovich Holoborodko, a high school history teacher who unexpectedly becomes president of Ukraine, after a video filmed by one of his students criticizing government corruption from Ukraine went viral. In a way, that was Volodymyr's political campaign, but he did not want to be president in real life, until one day in the 2019 New Year's program, at a moment of maximum audience, he pronounced these words.
Іду в президенти України. Давайте зробимо це разом. З Новим роком.
Basically, Zelensky's campaign was to post videos on social networks, showing himself humble and sympathetic to the Ukrainian people. And finally he challenged Petro Poroshenko to a debate in a stadium as if it were a boxing battle, obviously televised. Furthermore, Zelensky set his own standards.
Звертаюсь до Петра Порошенко. Ви кличете мене на дебати. Мріяли, що я втечу, відморожусь, заховаюсь. Ні, я це не ви у 14-му році. Я приймаю виклик. Ось мої умови. Чекаю на вас тут, на НСК Олімпійській. Дебати відбудуться перед народом України. Усі канали мають право транслювати дебати наживо. Усі журналісти мають право бути присутніми. Кандидати повинні обов'язково пройти медичну експертизу і довести народу, що серед них немає ні алкоголіків, ні наркоманів. Країні потрібен здоровий президент. В знак поваги, як мінімум, до третини громадян України ви повинні публічно сказати, що дебати відбудуться не з маріонеткою Кремля чи Коломойського, не з ватником, не з малоросом, не з бидлом, не з клоуном, а з кандидатом в президенти України Володимиром Зеленським. Даю вам 24 години. Думайте.
Zelensky as president was a disappointment. The Ukrainian people expected a serious person, concerned about the interests of citizens. The war in Donbass intensified day by day. Also in his campaign he proposed to put an end to the conflict. He warned the international community, but they did not pay any attention. It was also discovered in the Pandora Papers. Zelensky, a president with only 3 years of experience, was now facing a war. Zelensky addressed the people, asking for help from the European Union and NATO. He also asked that everyone who wanted to protect and defend his homeland join the Ukrainian army to fight against Russia. In Ukraine, people accused Volodymyr of leaving Kyiv, which would be an act of treason, but he published some videos showing that he was in Kyiv resisting. What did change the opinion of the Ukrainians about the president?
Всім добрий вечір. Лідер фракції тут, голова Офісу президента тут, прем'єр-міністр Шмигаль тут, Подоляк тут, президент тут. Всі ми тут, наші військові тут, громадяни суспільства тут, всі ми тут. Захищаємо нашу незалежність, нашу державу. І так буде й далі. Слава нашим захисникам, слава нашим захисницям.
What also changed the opinion of the Ukrainian citizens was his humility. He went from wearing a suit to wearing a military outfit. We can also see his lack of sleep on his face. Now Zelensky is asking for international help from Western countries through video calls that move and raise awareness. Let's remember that Volodymyr was an actor. He masters the art of communication. On the other hand, when Putin speaks, he generates a kind of displeasure. We will have to wait days, even months, to see if the hero, Volodymyr Zelenskyi, manages to raise up the Ukrainian people.